The Lord be with you. A reading from the Holy Gospel according to Matthew. When Jesus saw the crowds, he went up the mountain, and after he had sat down, his disciples came to him. He began to teach them, saying, "Blessed are the poor in spirit, for theirs is the kingdom of heaven. Blessed are they who mourn, for they will be comforted. Blessed are the meek, for they will inherit the land. Blessed are they who hunger and thirst for righteousness, for they will be satisfied. Blessed are the merciful, for they shall be shown mercy. Blessed are the clean of heart, for they will see God. Blessed are the peacemakers, for they will be called children of God. Blessed are they who are persecuted for the sake of righteousness, for theirs is the kingdom of heaven. Blessed are you when they insult you and persecute you and utter every kind of evil against you falsely because of me. Rejoice and be glad, for your reward will be great in heaven." The Gospel of the Lord. Morning. So, Moses, Jesus, and an old man were playing golf. And they come along this lane, this course where there's a body of water. There's a lake separating them from the green. And so Moses steps up. He hits his golf ball. It goes straight into the lake. So he walks up to the lake, holds his golf club in the air, and the waters part. He steps out onto the dry land and hits his ball onto the green. Jesus steps up, and he too hits the ball, and it goes straight into the lake, but he just hovers above the water. Jesus walks up and walks on water to the ball and hits it onto the green. Finally, the old man steps up. His hands are very shaky, to the point where he actually accidentally knocks the ball off the tee a couple times, trying to set it. Finally, he sets it. With his shaky hands, he just barely taps the ball, and it just falls off the tee. All of a sudden, a squirrel runs by and grabs the ball, starts running. Then a hawk comes down, grabs the squirrel, still holding the ball, flies over the green. A bolt of lightning strikes the hawk, which then causes him to squeeze the squirrel, who drops the ball. Hole in one. And Jesus looks over to the old man and says, "Dad, this is why we don't ask you to play golf with us." It's good, right? It feels good to laugh. It feels good to laugh. To rejoice and to be happy and to have some levity in life. We're designed to laugh. We're meant to be happy and to be joyful. That's the command that Jesus tells us at the end of today's gospel, right? Rejoice and be glad, for your reward will be great in heaven. That's the ultimate goal, to rejoice and be glad. Today we celebrate All Saints' Day. We celebrate all those, our brothers and sisters in Christ, who have gone before us, who have attained the reward of heaven, who are in the presence of God in true happiness and true joy and true peace. And we rejoice with them because we know that what they experience perfectly is our destination, our goal. We are striving for the same end. All we have to do is become a saint. That saints were able to endure a multitude of darkness while they lived on this life. And they are examples to us on how to live. To be joyful, to laugh in the midst of darkness, in the doom and the gloom of this world. Because they knew, as we know, that this life is but a moment, passing. And we're not called to live for this life, but for the next. The saints in heaven are an example of how we are to live. They're examples for us, but they are also a means and a source of strength. Because they, while in heaven, are praying for us, interceding for us. They are channels of grace as they pray and intercede for us in front of God. That we too can have the strength and the courage to laugh. And how can we laugh? Why should we laugh? Again, because the Lord is our joy. And the Lord has conquered evil. We hear in our second reading from John, he ends his reading by saying, everyone who has this hope based on him, on God, makes himself pure as he is pure. That we don't hope in this world. We don't put our hope in this world. Because this world will fail us. But when we put our hope in God, he purifies our hearts and fills that emptiness that we all experience. He fills it and gives us strength to let go of this world. Because we are not made for this world. We're supposed to be in this world, but not of the world. To let go and let God take care of everything. Why do I want to be a saint? Because I want to be happy. I want to be fulfilled. I want to be able to laugh, even when mistakes happen. Like not wearing the right vestment because I left my gold vestment in Cherryville. I should be able to laugh at that, which one day I will. Later today I will, right? Right now I'm still a little upset. But I wonder if that's what heaven's like, right? The heaven, we're just sitting around a table, sipping wine and laughing about our mistakes that we made on earth. You ever done that? You know, you made that, in high school or in grade school, you made that, you did something or said something, and you just became so embarrassed. And then 20 years later, 15 years later, you're sitting around a table with your family or your friends, you're saying, hey, you remember that one time that you said that in class? And you all laugh at it. There's a levity because we realize it wasn't the end of the world. We endured, we became stronger. God took care of us. Our gospel today are the Beatitudes. Blessed. Another translation is happy. Happy are the poor in spirit. Happy are those who mourn. Happy are the meek. Happy are those who hunger and thirst for righteousness. Happy are the merciful, the clean of heart, the peacemaker. Happy are those who are persecuted for the sake of righteousness and are persecuted falsely because of God. That is why we want to become saints. The greatest tragedy in life is to have not become a saint. I said that in a homily once, and someone came up to me and said, "Father, how could I ever become a saint?" I said, love. Love as Christ loves. In fact, today's gospel is our instruction manual on how to become a saint. How do we become a saint? Become poor in spirit. Born, meek, be meek. Hunger and thirst for righteousness. Be merciful, clean of heart, peacemakers. Endure persecution gracefully. That is how we become saints. That is how we're able to look at the world and the doom and the gloom of life and laugh and say, you know what? It's a little dark, but it's all going to end. I'm not going to allow the darkness to drag me down, because I believe in a God who's greater than all of this. I can laugh in the face of darkness. Find joy in every moment. To be that light in the darkness. To be that love in the midst of hate. To be that laughter in the midst of crying. That is why we're called to be saints. That is the fruit of sainthood. Let us strive day by day to become living saints. Living saints. God never gives us a task that he doesn't give us the grace to accomplish. God would not call us to be saints if we couldn't become them. Let us become living saints. Instruments of light and love and laughter in this world of darkness. So that we can rejoice and be glad. Not just in heaven, but here, now, in these final days, while we walk this earth.